Have you noticed that pet food these days always seems to be promoted by a vet? It's something very, very interesting and something that you may have also noticed. And in this video, I am going to explore this trend and what you can look out for in order for you to determine whether these people are good or bad actors. The playbook here is very, very simple. We have people dressed in vet attires, speaking in a professional capacity, speaking in a way that exudes authority. These are people who are telling you and the world that they are authorized because they are a vet. They can tell you what's good for your pet. And obviously, this is very natural. We trust vets. We trust professionals. We always trust people who have gone to uni and then worked hard in their profession. What also seems to be very, very interesting is that people with completely different viewpoints seem to be promoting completely different things. Let me give you a few examples. We have raw feeding vets. We have vets promoting veterinary prescription diets. We even have vegan vets recommending vegan pet food for our dogs and cats. Now, the one thing that's really, really interesting is that all these people seem to speak with the same level of authority and with different facts that conflict each other and that tell you that, hey, this food or this supplement or this way of thinking is the best and you should try it. And you should try it because I am a vet and I need to be trusted. Now, by now, you probably know that this playbook seems to come from the big three: Royal Canin, Purina and Hill's. These, for many, many decades, have been acquiring influence. They have been promoting veterinary schools. They have been giving money and grants and prizes, and they have been setting up and buying up a lot of veterinary practices, controlling the narrative, controlling that everything a vet reads from veterinary school to the point where they might be working for a veterinary practice owned by one of these three companies, and they are the masters at doing this and controlling narratives and putting their vet clothes on and for telling us that this product or that product is the best for your dog. And if you have a problem, hey, do not worry. This is a veterinary prescription diet. You need to take it and your dog or cat will be fine. And for those in the industry, we do understand that that is simply another sales tactic. It's simply another sales funnel. It's another way of selling something and it's another way of taking money from your pocket. That's all it is. It isn't anything special and it isn't anything that you need to be trusting more than anything else. It's simply another sales channel. So the first question here is going to be, who can you trust? How can you decide who is talking their book, who is talking out of the love for dogs or cats, and who is talking complete nonsense and should really be ignored? And now let me touch upon this issue of credibility once again. Now, a lot of vets will be backed up by quote-unquote science, or they will try to indicate in papers that their product has been backed by science, that there have been a number of published studies that back up what they are trying to sell you. And then you will have people from the complete opposite side telling you that no, you need to trust them because they have certain scientific papers behind them that their product is the real deal and you should go on ahead and purchase that one. Now, I'm going to give you two very interesting pieces of advice, I would say. The first one is read absolutely everything. Do not trust these people's references to certain papers until you have read the papers. For example, for vegan vets, there seems to be a lot of emphasis on the nutritionally sound vegan diets, which is a bit of a soundbite from the veterinary prescription diets. Veterinary prescription diets are always more focused on the nutrition, on the nutritional aspects of the food, with complete disregard for ingredients or ingredient selection and the quality of the ingredients. Words here will be complete and balanced and scientifically proven. And vegan vets promoting vegan dog and cat foods seem to follow in the same footsteps. They always talk about things like nutritionally sound, that nutrition is the one thing you need to pay attention to. Another thing they rely on is that they will say that dogs are omnivores, and because dogs are omnivores, they can just eat a plant-based diet and live and thrive without any animal material whatsoever in their diet. And that, in my opinion, is a very extreme way of looking at things. To say that a dog is an omnivore is one thing, but then to go on to say that a vegan dog food is the best, the absolute best for a dog, and completely disregard any meat whatsoever in their diet is, in my opinion, a little bit extreme. The second piece of advice I am going to give you is for you to do equal research on different diets, on different papers. Read papers on kibble, read papers on vegan foods, read papers on raw foods, read papers and try to educate yourself on what dog food or what cat food is the best for your dog or cat. Do not rely on these vets' influences alone, because what I'm not saying is that these people aren't vets or these people aren't trustworthy. What I'm really saying is that these people, sometimes what they are doing is they are simply trying to sell product. All they are doing is trying to sell you whatever they are selling. Whatever product they want you to buy, that's what they'll say it's best, and it will be backed by science, and it'll be backed by people, and we'll have case studies, and we'll have beautiful pictures and testimonials, and we have this and we'll have that, and at the end of the day, it's all a sales process. So for you to get down to the funnel where you are ready to buy, try to take a step back and analyze the full range of options. Read from everyone and try to listen to everyone and try to be critical about everything, because if you aren't, then you are going to be put in one camp or another camp, and you aren't going to be able to see the forest for the trees. Now, on this channel, we specialize on nutrition, and we want to get to the bottom of it, and we want to know what's what. And so, for example, if you are trying to identify what food is good for your dog or cat, you can watch two polar opposites of the spectrum. We have interviewed some very prominent vegan vets advocating for vegan pet foods, and we have also interviewed people who are very highly decorated in raw feeding. And so to carry on learning, to carry on your journey, I highly recommend you watch this video next. Many dogs suffer from allergies these days. They itch and scratch incessantly, and you, the owner, oftentimes goes to the vet time and time again without getting any tangible results. And so we have put together a dog allergy guide that is surely going to save you so much time and money and aggravation, and is going to go down to the root cause of the problem. We will be analyzing the 3 sources of itchiness, and you can get it by clicking in the link below.